Hey, sixth graders. Yesterday we started talking about the first humans ever to walk the earth. Today we're going to start calling them by a new name known as hunter-gatherers. And we're going to answer the question, what were hunter-gatherers' lives like? Directions. Read along with the passage, answering questions in the video and on your page. Hunter-gatherers, or a hunter-gatherer society, is one in which the main sources of food are wild animals and wild plants. In hunter-gatherer societies, it was common for men to be the main hunters of animals while the women mainly gathered plants. However, this didn't always hold true. There were some societies in which women were the expert hunters, more successful than the men. Hunter-gatherers were very attuned to nature. They had sharp senses of sight, smell, and hearing. They were extremely observant, always on the lookout for a dangerous predator or a poisonous plant. They knew their environments like the back of their own hand. They had to in order to stay safe. Hunting-gathering societies existed all over the world, and they had to adapt to very different climates. In northern regions, close to the North Pole, hunter-gatherers wore thick animal furs to stay warm in hot climates near the equator, though, such as jungles and rainforests, it was important to always set up camp near a river for fresh water to drink. Hunting-gathering required people to get everything they needed from the land. Tools were made not only of stone, but also bones from hunted animals, or parts of trees and bamboo sharpened to form spears. Tools were mostly used for hunting. Everything else was done with bare hands. Clothing also came from what could be found in the natural environment. Animal skins and fur from hunted animals made great clothing, but in hotter climates, grasses worked well too. Shelter was extremely important to hunter-gatherers, as it protected them from animals and provided a safe place to cook, sleep, and gather together. But shelters needed to be temporary, so that they were easy to put up and take down. Hunter-gatherers were nomads, so they were always on the move. A nomad is a person who moves from place to place. They might stay in one place for just a few days, or as many as a few months, but not forever. So they built shelters out of tree limbs, animal skins, or even animal bones like this one, which is made from the skeleton of a woolly mammoth. Some groups of hunter-gatherers just used caves as shelters. Others built these structures out of branches and grass. Overall, hunter-gatherers depended on nature, and they didn't waste anything. It was only when they faced a scarcity of food that they needed to migrate to a new place. Migration is the movement of people. A scarcity would happen when they stayed in one place for too long, gathering the entire supply of plants and hunting most of the animals. But when they migrated, they found new places with plentiful natural resources for food, clothing, and shelter.